Right, guys. Now, I will say this. I am a big Family Guy fan. I love the show. I've been watching it for many, many years. There are some episodes I absolutely adore, like The Boom, Road to Rhode Island, stuff, those kind of episodes in the earlier series. And in the last few years, there have been some episodes that I just thought, meh, it's just a bit boring. You know, didn't have to be done, or it could have been so much better than it was. And a couple episodes that have disturbed me. This like one where Brian gives Stewie and Chris herpes. That episode literally made me dry heave, and near the end I almost vomited because it was so disgusting. But this particular episode really got me angry. This episode got me angry from a show that I've loved and I've been watching for many years. Screams in Silence, story of Brenda Q. Now, I've only watched this episode once, and once is enough to make me feel angry about it. Because anyone who watches Family Guy and is a fan of the show will know what the story of the episode is about. Brenda being physically and emotionally abused by her boyfriend Jeff. And in this episode, it's not just the abuse that gets me angry. It's what the characters do in the episode that gets me angry. While in the episode, as we know, it starts off with Quagmire having to go to hospital because he tries to do a sex act and it went wrong. He choked himself while masturbating, and so he had to go to hospital. And whilst waiting, we hear that his sister Brenda is coming to visit him with her boyfriend Jeff. And Lois turns to Peter and goes, "Isn't Jeff the one who beats her?" And Peter goes, yeah, but she's got so much better at it." So much better at what? Getting hit? That's if that's what he means, then that's fucking terrible. Just thinking about this episode gets me angry. It really does, because this episode should have never ever existed. They should have never done. They should never have tried to do a very serious matter in a show that previously for years has done jokes, and they try and do something and they try and do something serious. No, that's a no. And it's not just the physical. It's not just the abuse that gets me angry. As I said, it's the characters. In one part of the episode, they hold an intervention for Brenda, for the victim. And when Quagmire starts reading his letter, so saying that how her relationship has affected him. That's fucking selfish. Because your relationship has affected me. It's affected me. At one point in the episode where the boys are in the Drunken Clam, Quagmire was saying to Joe, "Why can't you just arrest Jeff for what he's done to my sister?" And Joe goes, "Well, I can't arrest Jeff unless Brenda makes a formal complaint." No! I mean, if I was hearing it right where I live, if I was hearing any sort of screaming from a woman, and I was hearing plates smashed, things being thrown, I would call the police straight away, and they would turn up. They would turn up. Because even I don't see anything, I hear it. The police will show up. Not just because you won't see it, because if you think it's going on, You tell them. And coming up to near the end of the episode, Quagmire just goes, why don't we just kill him? Why don't we just kill the bastard? And Joe goes, whoa, Quagmire, I can just arrest you for just saying that. So you would arrest Quagmire for saying let's kill Joe, but you won't arrest Joe. So you'll arrest Quagmire for saying let's kill Jeff, but you won't arrest Jeff for physically abusing Quagmire's sister, even though that you've seen it, unless she makes a complaint. So after now witnessing Jeff beat Brenda because she accidentally leant on the TV remote, which either adjusted the volume by 1 or switched the channel by 1 second, because even though that he left the room to get a drink, so he wouldn't have known what was going on anyway, most likely. So he finally shakes her, slaps her to the ground, then Joe goes, let's waste this dick. So they set up a plan to kill Jeff. But Jeff gets the upper hand, gets the gun, knocks out Joe, knocks out Peter. Quagmire tries to fight him, but with Jeff being bigger and stronger, he chokes Quagmire out. As he picks, and Jeff starts digging a hole to bury Quagmire in, but Quagmire regains consciousness, gets in Peter's car, and rams Jeff with the car, killing him. And then all three write Brenda a letter saying that, pretending to be Jeff and stuff like that, making her like saying that she's like garbage, saying that she's worthless and stuff like that, just making her feel like absolute shit. Because with this woman being psychologically damaged because of what her boyfriend did, and then they decide to make her feel like crap by making a letter supposedly from Jeff, and then the episode just ends. And I was just like, that episode should have never ever existed, and I never want to watch that episode again. So, if anyone who watches Family Guy and has seen this episode, why don't you let me know what you thought about the episode? Because you can see by the look on my face and the tone of my voice, I am really angry about it. It should never have existed. So yeah.